Gotta replace that bolt. This broke off. Okay, so, all right, so those are the rakes that we fixed. We're gonna turn them up to where they're about going normal for mashing in. All right, so you can see right here, if you count from the squigglies, there's it's going around 1 revolution right when it hits here. Okay, so what else did we do to make this more efficient so they could get a higher yield in their grain builds? One of the things we did is, if you look really close to the knives, we dulled the knives, okay? Because for some reason, the manufacturer had those knives sharpened really sharp. You don't want those knives sharp. You want them dull, but you want them pointy, okay? So the grain, so it can flow through the grain, but you don't want it to cut through the grain and pull the husk and rip the husk apart on your grist. Okay, so you just don't want that, because that's going to impart some tannins into your beers, and you're not going to want that. So you want a nice soft edge, pointy edge, but not dull, flat. You want it to be able to cut through your grain bed, so that if you do have a stick mash, you can unstick it. Okay, otherwise you'll be spinning. Let's spin it back. You'll be spinning your rakes roughly maximum 17 revolutions per minute. Okay, that's about the fastest you ever want to go. Okay, I'm not too sure what the hertz is on that. Let's go ahead and turn it back around. So I'm not too sure what the hertz is on that. Let's take a look at the their panel again. Okay, so their panel, so right now that's what I'm running it at, and we could run it up a little bit higher, right about 50 hertz. Okay, let's see what 50 hertz looks like. 1. Okay, let's check that revolution. Definitely don't want to be sticking your hands or anything in there when you're doing this. There's 1. Okay. 2. That's the second one right there. And then 3. So that's within 10 seconds or so. So max speed is around 17 revolutions per minute. So when you do 17 revolutions per minute, I would suggest that on your mashing in, you definitely don't want to lauter at 17 revolutions per minute. You want to really slow it down right about to about 20 hertz. So let me show you what 20 hertz looks like. Let me take it down. Let me take it down to 20 hertz. There's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, 20, right about there, 20. Okay, now here's 20 hertz. Okay, and there you can see this is about 6.5 foot, 40 inches and 40 inches, 50, 5 feet, about 5.5 feet diameter, almost 6 feet diameter lautertun. So this is actually what I call a fat boy tank. So it's a 30 barrel, but it probably can handle much more than 30 barrels. And it will probably do 20 barrels really good for big beers. Okay, so now there's another welder that came in, and he welded all those little slits on the top of the T-bar, and because he had to reinforce the lower knife, those little knife connectors where they put the bolts on. I added to them. You can see where I added to them and extended them down because they had no lateral stability. And that bar right there gives it lateral stability. And later on we'll be attaching our plow to that bar. Okay, and we fixed some cracks. There were some cracks in it, right in there somewhere, but we fixed them all. We fixed all the cracks. And so when you're lautering, you want to go slow. But when you're mashing in, you can really pick up the speed, but you don't want to go above 17 revolutions per minute. Okay, let's come over here and let's see if we can look inside this whirlpool tank. Here, let's see if we can zoom out. So over here, here's a whirlpool tank. And oh, there you go. So the whirlpool tank has let's see if I can turn the light on right here. Turn the light on? I don't know about that. Anyway, so there's a whirlpool tank, and the hop dam is going to go over there. I don't know if you can see it. Is there a light on this one? Let me turn the light on. There we go. Okay, so over there you can see we're going to put the whirlpool hop dam over there. Okay, and we'll do that tomorrow. And then we'll take a little video. We'll take a little video when that's done. Okay, so I'm up here on the deck of the brew house. Let's see if I can, like the deck. This is the deck of the brew house, and this is the brewery. It's pretty nice. This is a production facility brewery, and so they do contract beers. They have smaller breweries that have really good brands that are selling really good, and they will brew those beers for you. You supply the ingredients and everything for them, and then they will can and package them for you and send them out, which is great. It really helps out small breweries, so pick up a little bit more extra side cash during season especially. Okay, so let's take one look at my stuff that I brought over here. So I ended up bringing a drill press, and I got a welding table over there. I brought a little welding table in, and I got a bunch of tools in there. I have my welder. There's my welder. I brought my plasma cutter, my saws, everything. So doing these jobs, and I got my little light here. Oh, this is cool. These new little inverters now, you can just take them wherever you want, plug whatever you want in them. Those are really cool. Let me just take this up here. Okay. Let me get this sucker in here. All right. Okay, we're still going. Okay, great. So that's not working out. Let's turn it over here. Let me see. How's that? Is that better? This thing's pretty cool. You can lower the light or change it. Okay. That's it. Got a couple lights shooting through me. All right, so as time goes by, we're going to go over some of the cool procedures and different things you can do to your brewery to make it more efficient. Okay, because at the end of the day, you know, breweries are businesses. So if you can't pay your bills, then you can't have a brewery, right? So we got to make them efficient. We got to make them what I like to call have a smooth line production, very brewer friendly, and have a great atmosphere for your workers to work at. You know, when you have a great atmosphere for your workers to work at, they like working at your brewery. You know, it's not always about drinking the beer, you know, it's also about the lifestyle, you know, what the lifestyle is like, living the brew life. You know, it's about enjoying great craft beer or great beer. You know, that's all it is about. You know, it's really about the beer. Okay, so let's do an overall. Let's do a little keg action. They got some cans over there. This company has a canner, and I think they have a bottler somewhere too. And I think they got some things for sale too, but that's it. And that's it. And we're gonna call it a day. This video is gonna end. Let's see if we get the light on this one here. Oh, the light is on. The light's on. It's not as bright as the other one. Okay, so later on we'll take pictures of the plow, and we can get the plow in here. You should have seen this when we first started. It was really bad. Okay, but now it's fixed. And thanks a lot for